All right, I'm here with Sanjana, who acquired a company called Copycopter. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Tell me about Copycopter. Tell me what it did, what problem did it solve?
Copycopter, it's an AI, all-in-one AI video generator with like users can generate a complete AI video using just a text prompt. They can choose music, voiceovers, animations. They can choose the AI art styles. So that's an all-in-one AI video editor.
Nice. So this podcast is super interesting because you acquired Copycopter. What was revenue at when you acquired the business?
So when I acquired it was at 800 MRR.
And then what was it at when you sold the business?
It was at 32K. Yeah.
$32,000.
Yeah. MRR. Yeah.
So you 30x the business.
Yeah. I 30x the business. Yeah. Right.
That is incredible. And then, so to get more specific about what Copycopter did, it essentially made YouTube shorts, TikTok shorts in an automated fashion. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's a viral shorts maker. Then initially it was in that state to generate like a small 30 to 60-second clips. Then I had the idea to introduce like a long form video, like 3 minutes video. And so we did a lot of developments after the acquisition.
That's incredible. Tell me, how'd you grow it?
So when I started, I saw the initial developer Kamil. He didn't do any marketing. He didn't do any much marketing at all. So I had the content team in house. So then we we created new Instagram, TikTok accounts and new ad campaigns. And we start to push videos one by one, day after day, every day. For this, every 6 months, we pushed video every single day, like 2, 3 videos. And we also created like a lot of sub accounts for different niche, like Copycopter trends, Copycopter fashion, Copycopter politics. Like we did a lot of different niche. Then we use meta ads, and we also tried Twitter ads, TikTok ads. But then I saw meta ads is the one working really well. So then we kept pushing meta ads. Yeah, that's how we grew it. And we also did some influencer campaigns, but meta ads is the one, the main revenue generation method.
That is awesome. What did you see in the company to make you want to acquire the business? Did you just see a really good product? Did you see, main marketing channels stood up? Like, what made you excited and confident that you could grow this business?
Yeah, so during that time, I was working on another AI image generation app. And so we had, I had the idea, so we should make it, add some video filters or effects. But then I was just browsing acquire.com, and suddenly I saw something in AI video niche, and I sent a request, and I saw like, okay, this is what I want to do by myself before, but it's not gonna be easy to do from a scratch. Then I immediately sent a message to Kamil and asked him if he want to close a deal the same day.
Yeah. How long did it take you to buy the business from him? Can you walk me through that process? You signed the NDA. I'm sure you got on a call with him. You did due diligence. What did that whole process look like?
So the first I reached out to Kamil maybe at night. I didn't get a reply. I sent a reply, and I was so scared someone else will buy this startup. So then I sent a message on LinkedIn, and then he said he saw that message maybe. Then he said, okay, let's continue the chat on acquire.com. Then we start to discuss, and we didn't even make a call. I said I need it. I need it now. I buy it now before someone else. And he said there's another person also trying to buy it from US. Then we did some negotiation back and forth in chat. Then I said, okay, I will send you transfer directly. Just I need it. I don't want to spend time on due diligence or anything because I really like the product and I saw the potential. I say, yeah, let's do it within like next 12, 24 hours. We did it.
Nice. Walk me through just in terms of the product. Was there any changes that you made or features that you added, or did you just leave everything as is and you just focused entirely on the marketing?
Yeah, initially, then I made an agreement with the original developer. He said he can work for like hourly salary. So then I had a lot of plans, and we start to introduce new features right after like the next 1, 2 weeks. We started to introduce all the new features. We had we optimized it for mobile. We did add a lot of voiceovers and music option. Like we start to develop it right after acquisition. Yeah.
Nice. And then you decided to sell the business. What did that decision look like?
Yeah. So I was running, I tried to raise funding because I'm based in UAE, but I got approached by a few San Francisco headline VC and 2, 3 VC firms, but then they said the traction is still not enough. And I tried to also raise funding because I was doing all this from my savings and the business, we are getting revenue, but still and I had another loan commitment here. I had a loan, business loan I got like 2 years ago. So like a lot of things came together, and suddenly like the business profits are not enough to cover all of these expenses, and I really needed to find some funding. And even though I didn't want to sell it, I had to take a decision after 6 months because of the I had liquidity problems.
Makes sense. Before we move into the story of you finding your buyer, selling the business, if you could give 3 tips to anyone hearing this, like, I want to buy a startup, grow a 30x, like, what do you look at? Like, what are some tips you would give someone to do something similar that you did?
So what I say is many investors, or they say like, don't try meta ads or don't try ads. I see, but I see ads can give like really give you a boost, but you have to. I made that mistake initially, like without optimizing all the like tracking, or we didn't track properly all the ad conversions through meta ads for the first week or two. Then I got an agency to set it up the campaigns properly with all the pixel purchase actions. Then we started to push ads slowly, like $10, $20 per day budget. Then based on that, we start to increase it slowly. So I think that's something I say anyone can start advertisement, but start with small budgets with and also with proper tracking. Yeah.
Nice. In terms of what you look for in products, is there like a type of sector you get really excited about, or maybe the customer is marketers? Is there something, if you were going to acquire another business, is there like a special set of criteria you would look for?
Yeah, right now I'm looking for like AI voice startups. I see like AI call, AI voice, any niche. I'm interested in that specific niche right now. So I've been looking for a few other startups in acquire.com. And also I'm working on something by myself these days. Yeah.
Nice. So walk me through the acquisition process. You list on Acquire. What happens?
So I listed on Acquire, and I got a lot of support from Ali and Roger, and yeah, Ali suggests me all the. I had a call with Ali, and she suggested me all the steps I should do. Like, what should I say? Like, how should I reach out to the interested parties? What should I send them? All of these tips. And I watched Acquire had like a full like documentation about the process. So I spent like a day watching all the videos there, and then I listed the website. So it's pretty straightforward. They had it was easy and smooth. I can connect Stripe, Analytics, all of these platforms.
How was the conversations with the buyers? Were they easy? Were they fast? Was there? Did you immediately know who would end up acquiring the business?
Yeah, I had a feeling like we got a lot of interest. I got I think 60, 70 leads, and they were like the buyer who he was the one who I think first reached out, like first few buyer interest parties, and he said he's interested. He want to discuss with his team. The price was a little bit high, the initial price, but then I kept reaching out to everyone. I sent updates to everyone asking them, "Hi, do you have an update about the update?" And I also sent everyone a data room. I had first I had like two interested parties, and then they asked me to give them the data room access. So I prepared a complete data room, but for them. But at the end, he didn't buy it, so I decided to send it to everyone else. I think that made a big difference when I sent a data room with all the points, analytics, every single update with PNL, like all the things I didn't had to list on acquire.com, like a lot of data I added in the data room. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, giving buyers just more information and more details about your startup always helps, because it also shows that you're serious about getting acquired and just makes buyers' life a lot easier. So it's super smart you did that.
Yeah.
How many offers did you end up entertaining for this business?
I think I got like 5 serious offers. Yeah.
Nice.
Five
And then
serious buyers.
that's awesome. And I mean, that's so important too, because if you have just one offer, it can be really hard to negotiate a better price or better terms. What about the final buyer really stood out that made you, want to move forward with them to sell your business?
Yeah, so he initially he want me to he negotiated like he want me to take equity and retain for like a 3 years vesting period, and want me to work as a like a partner initially, but the offer was a little bit lower than the selling price, and but I needed cash. So then still like he's very responsive, and other two parties, one party asked for like a very huge discount when he chat with me. And yeah, so the last person, like the guy who bought the website, yeah, he was super interested in the business, and he really liked the tech stack and the platform overall. He also had ideas. So okay, I can do this. Like we had so many ideas. I knew okay. He thought the same. Like when I acquired, I also didn't focus too much about the profits or anything. Like I saw the potential in this platform overall we built. So he also knew the potential, not only the profits or only the revenue. He was interested in the potential in this business.
That's awesome. And then tell me about like you signed the letter of intent with this buyer. What did due diligence look like? How long did it take? Any hiccups or surprises? How did that go?
Yeah, so due diligence, we did like a 2 weeks period. Yeah, it took like 2 weeks. I have to prepare some access API documentations and all of that. So my CTO, he helped me with that. But anyway, it's overall like a 2 weeks process. So it was smooth. No, there wasn't any surprises because I discussed with buyer like intensively. So we had good discussions. He asked all the right questions and I gave him all the right answers. So we didn't have any surprises.
That's awesome. And then escrow, closing, all that went smooth as well.
Yeah, it's really, really smooth. I think that SRS Aquarium is a really good company, and yeah, they are very responsive. I had experience before with, I'm not saying it's like escrow.com that they take weeks to respond, but this SRS Aquarium is really good company, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
responsive.
That's our other escrow service aside from escrow.com. Escrow Sacrium, they're exceptional.
Yeah, yeah, it's perfect.
Well, tell me if you were talking to another founder looking to sell their business, what's the 3 top tips you would give them?
Think yeah, they have to be responsive. On acquire.com they should install like they should like always check if there's a message, and they should also communicate really well with the interested parties. And also yeah, I think that thing I miss sometime. I try to look for some startups on acquire.com, but then I had to wait like sometimes 12 hours, 24 hours to get access. Then when I get the access, I don't even remember why I click on that listing. Like I lose interest. I see that issue maybe. So I think I have to be responsive with the buyers.
Yeah, being responsive is huge because it's
Yeah,
a sales process. And when
yeah.
we're slow in a sales process, everything gets slower and then a lot of deals just don't close. What are you working on now, if I can ask?
I'm working on a AI calling startup for UAE market, especially because here the VoIP terminals are blocked. So I'm doing lot of manual work here, like setting up my own GSM gateway infrastructure, like whole calling network here. So I'm gonna start a AI calling startup in Gulf region and then expand to US and UK market.
Right on. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming on the podcast. Congrats again on both the acquisitions. Growing a startup 30x and then selling it again that's incredible. So
Yeah, thank
stoked for
you.
you and hope to have you back on the podcast again soon.
Sure. Talk to you soon. I hope to use Acquire.com soon. It's a perfect platform. And thank you for making it also.
Appreciate that. All right. Cheers.
Yes, sir.